Well, hello. Merry Christmas, if I haven't said so already. Let me know how the sound and video is, please. That would be very kind of you. Hope Santa was good to you. Right, I'm going to do some missions tonight. I'd quite like to discover some more of Europe if I can. Let's do that one first. Hello, good night, thank you. Yes, we're back. We're back. So I have some new toys. As you may see, we now have crotch cam rather than face cam, which is actually quite good. So what I have in front of me, I am going to get a camera set up behind me, looking directly onto the controls. But what we have here is we've got the honeycomb alpha yoke, and we have got the honeycomb bravo throttle quadrants. I've played about a little bit because I have never ever in my life have I actually flown in a simulator with a yoke. It's always been with a joystick instead. So yeah, it takes a bit getting used to. You actually want to start steering it like a car, and it obviously doesn't work. So yeah, let's see how we get on. You lot are my co-pilots tonight. How exciting. And also have a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, so what I've done, I've removed my wheelbase altogether from my sim rig. I didn't put any sugar in this, man. So yeah, I haven't put sugar in my coffee, but that's beside the point. So my sim rig has turned into a flight rig, kind of. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let me know if you did anything nice, anything special for Christmas. Very, very quiet one. So yeah, it's taken a bit of getting used to. I also had to download the drivers to get the lights working on the throttle quadrant because I've got loads of buttons here and they actually light up, and then I've got down here, I've got loads of status lights. All very exciting, all very new technology for me anyway. Look at that outfit. I don't know why it does this. Like, it skews the camera for some reason, and then when you go to center it, hello, stop. Thank you. Well, at least it's a warm day, but or certainly a sunny day anyway. The my co-pilot is
Ready to start. Proceed patient boarding.
a ghost.
Acknowledged initiating patient transfer.
See, the head still hasn't been fixed.
Just wanted to be sure you have everything before we go, Captain. Today we're taking back home Mrs. Mariana Andreev, 61 years old. Transfer is arranged after a major surgical procedure. Ivan is Mariana's husband. He is also coming with us.
Mariana's conscious, but in shock and very anxious. So baby this one, please.
Right, okay, what do I need to do? I know what I need to do. Right, let's see what route we've got. We're 29,000 feet, so we're going to die of oxygen starvation, which will be a good start. Okay, that's let's have a look at our entry approach. It's quite a sharp turn. Let's try a left auto. See what that looks like. Shit, that's not much better. Let's try a left direct. Probably should have done a right direct. It's actually okay, that'll do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. Activate. Right. Yeah, and before anyone says anything, I know it's still very broken. Okay, so we're gonna take off runway 23 and we're gonna do a left turn. Nice. Right, let me put some lights on. I'm still getting used to which ones are which. Okay, that should be all lights on. Switch on the flight director. Alright, let's announce what we're going to be doing.
Lima Bravo 2 tree traffic Palladius Lima Zulu.
I hate
Whiskey Zulu
how they
X-ray
say
is
3.
taxiing to
They say
runway
tree.
10.
Don't say 3. Normally they tell you what the emergency is. Normally anyway. Right, okay. It's also stopped showing me taxiways at times. Now I haven't switched visuals off. Okay, so I need to go right here. So I'm using my SciTech side panel. It's got a twist grip on it for I think it's mainly like diggers and cranes and things, but it works really well for as a nose wheel. So we're starting to pick up. Oh my god! As I said, as we were starting to pick up speed there as well. Don't want to get too many of them. I still cannot, and it's me, it's not the game as far as I'm aware anyway, I still can't get the autopilot to work properly. Some I can, some I can't. Very bare trees looking there. It's got, oh my god. It's got a real winter feel about it. It's quite funny because the courier who delivered the throttle quadrant actually has the same throttle quadrant. He's got the same setup as me with the honeycomb, and he's actually going through his PPL just now. Oh, I'm slowing down, game, come on. This is infuriating. The only thing I could do is put it in reverse. And it's still... and it still does it, so you're either going too fast or you're not moving. So you need to keep hitting the brake constantly. Don't get me wrong, it's a turboprop aircraft, so it's not exactly a slow machine. Anyway, we are air ambulance, and before I take off, I'll give you a little description of the mission that we're doing just now. Oh, come on! I'm trying to find out what speed we are actually doing. It's usually below 20 and you're okay. Clearly that's not a thing, in fact. Let me... Okay, flaps are at, what's the rating here? I think it's 15. Yeah. Flaps are 15 for takeoff. Now you see it has slowed the aircraft down a little bit, because it's creating a bit more drag, but it does still speed. And then you get loads of warnings and violation warnings. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the camera for the controls set up. So I'll be looking directly down to the side. I also have the Thrustmaster TCA Airbus joystick and throttle quadrant and flaps and spoiler add-on. A little bit disappointed with the Thrustmaster. I thought it would be more sturdy than what it is. It's just very hard plastic, and you really can't tell the difference in the price. Right, holding short. Okay, let's have a quick look at the description of the mission that we're going for. Transport a patient safely to hospital for appropriate treatment. Alright, okay, it doesn't actually tell us very much at all. Alright, let's tell everybody we are going to be going into the
Bravo 2 tree traffic,
runway 10.
Lima Zulu.
That was
Whiskey
runway
Zulu
23.
X-ray, taking off runway 10 departure to the
Yeah,
east.
okay, it's runway 10. Landing lights are on. Right. I think we are pretty much good to go. It's a well-used runway. Okay. Gear up. Flaps up. Okay, so we're going to make a left turn here. Make sure not to roll too much because you get smacked on the wrists for too much bank angle. Right, let's arm autopilot. Take the engine down a little bit. We want altitude, we want flight, and we're going to go, no we're not going to go for heading because heading is horrendously bad just now. Can't even find the heading bug. Going to arm auto throttle. Now it's sitting at 140. And we're going to do heading switched on. Strange it's not doing it. Oh, wait a minute. We're also going to go into managed speed, just in case we don't want the engine getting damaged as it still is. Come on. Don't know why the auto throttle's not taking over. Oh, because it wasn't sat in the. So there's two markers here. One of them's for. One's MCP and the other one is takeoff. There we go. Okay, we shouldn't have any issues with the engine. Beautiful. Right, this is a 6.5 hour flight. We're not doing 6.5 hours. Destination airport. Find it again. As Uniform Kilo Mike Echo runway 22. It looks a reasonably big airstrip. In fact, it looks like an airport with all the different parking stands. Not sure if there's any terminal buildings, but yeah. So that's where we're going to land. But we are still climbing. Right, 12,000. I can knock off taxi and landing. It's really clear here. Like, I was flying in America earlier on, and oh, it was like flying through soup. It was just nasty. A huge mountain range around here. Look at that. Stretches all the way along. So we're basically an unmarked Pilatus PG-12 at the moment. Sometimes you get the air ambulance livery on it, and sometimes you don't. I mean, I'll just love the. I mean, that looks like dirt. Yeah, it is dirt. It's not a shadow. Pilatus, both the PC-12, PC-24, both really nice aircraft. So we're travelling over 1,000 kilometers. That's nice, isn't it? This is one of the things I absolutely love about Flight Sim 2024. It's just like, I know I'm high up, so everything is a lot less detail, but I have had very, very little stuttering. In fact, I forgot to double check. I'm sure there's a RTX hotfix out from NVIDIA for issues with FS24. Stunning scenery. Who would have thought airborne farming sim? Loads of fields down there. beautiful. Almost at cruising altitude. Look at that, actually has found the nav line. Amazing. Wasn't doing this earlier on, so this is all new to me. Now I hope this skip comes up, because otherwise we're going to die of oxygen. Even when you put the oxygen lever up. Why does it say at 32,000 feet? That is a crazy height. Did I say that? Maybe I did. Now this is where the auto throttle goes mental, because it bounces up and down trying to keep the beautiful. This is the thing I really am disappointed with though. So normally it'll tell you to get to a certain checkpoint and then you can skip to the next phase of the flight, and then sometimes it doesn't. And I know for certain 29,000 feet it's going to abort the mission because of oxygen depletion. Let's just fast forward it. You shall see what I mean. Don't get me wrong, 6.5 hours, I think that's maybe about half an hour, 40 minutes fast forwarded. I am really impressed that it's got hold of the FMS data, because as you can see, if I zoom out, we're not going in a totally direct. Well, I suppose we are. We're taking a slight left as we go over the water, and then slight right and left again. If only you could do this in an actual aircraft if you're going on holiday, just fast forward. A little bit of scattered cloud, but nothing to worry about. However, we are heading in towards more. Now, I think I think this has got a weather radar. It has worked in the past for me. I mean, it's not bad weather, it's just a layer of scattered cloud. No big storms. It's amazing what you can see from up here. I mean, I know the maps aren't 100% accurate because I've flown over places I have been to and there's been trees everywhere and there's trees nowhere to be seen in real life, so yeah, so there we go. It's a shame. That is a shame. I just wish we could get it fixed. Right, let's see if there's any other missions that we can do that isn't going to wipe out the mission. And it happens in all aircraft. Ideally, we really want to go somewhere that that one be ideal, but the caravan doesn't work well with the hostess. It doesn't work well with the honeycomb. There's certain things you need to change. That one's okay. Let's do that one. That's the Sky Caravan, the Sky Courier, which is a nice aircraft. There she is. An unmarked, totally white aircraft. This looks cold. And look at me, just out in my short sleeves. 0 F's given. Stop, thank you.
Hello, Captain. It's a real pleasure to be flying together.
Okay. I'm saying nothing about your voice. Do you know the old saying, the drapes don't match the carpet? If you know, you know. Okay, right, let me reset all this.
The sensitive cargo containers have a good tolerance with turbulences to preserve the cargo, but it's crucial you keep a smooth, yet quick flight. If you also ensure timely arrival, you maintain our high standards of service excellence, and everyone's satisfied.
Transponder on. Right. We need to fly below 19,000 feet, basically. Otherwise we're gonna die. Okay, runway 52. Okay, it's not the worst approach in the world. Uniform might like Zulu, so what I might do is go here. Flight plan. So origin we are Zulu Echo Echo 6. See, it doesn't allow you to like input anything. I know I must be doing something wrong, but I can't find out what it is though. No idea. Not a Scooby. So I'm gonna go left, 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 left. I've got a funny feeling this is gonna be a really short ass runway. So before we do anything else, set up. This is actually faster doing it this way than it is, because there's a wheel on the throttle quadrant. Right, okay.
Zulu Echo Echo 6 traffic Cessna Romeo Alpha 57824 is taxiing to runway 11.
Just through the trees then, okay. That sounds like a perfect plan to me. Yeah, I'm not going to taxi through the trees for anyone. Bear with me a second.
Just one
Right. Let's get going. And I always see when I used this joystick before, I had the throttles on my left hand side and the joystick on the right hand side, so I could set the keyboard on my knee, and I keep forgetting now that you can't do that because you're going to end up knocking that. Right, okay, I have to remind myself there. What wait, what? So, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What you're telling me is... What did I crash into? Was that a tree? It must have been a tree. Don't have to go full right straight away onto whatever that is. Please tell me that's not runway. No, that's runway there. So it is, it's a short ass runway as per usual. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get docked for that, aren't I? At least you can hear the snow effect on the tyres. Wait, what? Shut up, game. Honestly. I refuse. I'm not taxiing through the bloomin'... Oh, Rhino, I saw that just come up as it happened. Just saw that come up as it happened. How are you, big guy? How are you? Thank you very much for the jump scare. Come on. Oh, you joined the runway. Ooh. Hi, babe. How are you doing? Right. Landing lights on. You're just on your lunch break? Oh man. Stop, no, sorry, you didn't stop and hold short. Right, what flaps are we sitting at the moment? None. I think we're going to go flaps 5 because this is a really short runway. We're also going to do full revs with parking brake on. I mean, this isn't even a runway. Like, there's no way anyone can suggest that this is a runway. I'm gonna have to like, get up over the trees. My God. You having anything nice for your lunch, Rhino? Right, we're carrying boxes, so they don't really care how far I bank over. 500 means you're losing height. How are you, Jaime? Merry Christmas to you all. I hope everyone's well. Hope you've had a good Christmas. Hope Vicky and Toby are well. Director on. Autopilot. Altitude, FLC, and heading. Have this right. go. I'm actually prefer take it. I've got ice protection on. That would be let's hope anyway. Right, no, it's not in the flight plan, so I'm just going to have to fly this by hand, but what I am going to do is I'm going to get this onto the course that it's meant to be on, and then we will fast forward to the actual landing, because the most boring part is the cruise, and I'm not cruising for 6 hours. Rhino, you had a cat scare. Morrissey got almost out of the car. Oh no, Morrissey. Does she not know she's a house cat, even in the US? Yeah, my day's going well, thank you, brother. My day's going well. My mum's a little bit under the weather, so I'm kind of playing nursemaid for her, which I don't mind. Right. Let's fast forward this. How's your lovely wife, Rhino? How's the Rhino clan? Neo said she's scared of the outside, so that's a plus. She might not run away. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Right, 20,000 feet, and we are probably on top of the airport. Oh, we're not. Look at you, Flight Sim, actually managing to do something. I don't want to lose that much height. So yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim basically just lands you right on top of the airport and at 20,000 feet. So yeah, that's always good. Right. I'm gonna come down. Unfortunately, these small airports, there's no graphs, there's no charts, so it's always a pain because I don't know what height is your not your decision height, but the well, yeah, it is decision height. Decision altitude. So I always set it, if it's reasonably flat, I set it to about 2,500 feet. Let's do flight change. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rhino. I appreciate that. I shall let her know. Kind of you. Yeah, it's just a sickness bug that's going around, unfortunately. It's just one of these things. But, you know yourself, elderly people get it worse or it takes them longer. She's just exhausted just now. Keep forgetting I've got like buttons and dials to do this now, so it's always a bit of a... Right, onto heading, and let's get back onto the flight path. Let's contact the ATC. The wifey is doing well. We've gotten addicted to Supermarket Simulator. Oh, I mean, whoa. I'm trying to think of a really stupid simulator title just to prove how silly simulators are now getting, but I can't. The only one I can think of is like Toilet Simulator. But got Goat Simulator, you've got the Gary mod, you've got the there's so many simulators that are yeah, Supermarket Simulator. I think Neil not playing that before Christmas? I'm sure she was. Hello to everybody on TikTok. I'll give you a wave. You are with Crotch Cam today. Not for my crotch, but for the controls, so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to get a camera behind me looking at the controls, so it'll be a bit better than looking at my crotch for a couple of hours. But I appreciate everyone who's been watching. If you are on TikTok and you're not following me, if you could give me a follow, I'd be very, 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 very happy. Thank you. Right, so 14 and a half, yeah, we should be able to descend enough to get to the runway. Yeah, it's looking very flat here in comparison to where we took off, so I'm reasonably confident that I can keep my decision altitude at 2,500 feet. Has Neil got a date for her driving test yet, Rhino? And when you move on to the next phase, everything is turned off. Like things you wouldn't turn off in the middle of a flight sim decides to switch it off. So that's good. Now my disclaimer is today is the only day I have spent with a yoke, and my landings are even worse than what they normally are. So if you like bad landings, then stick around because you're probably going to see a lot of them. But I am trying to get used to it. It's just bizarre. I've used a joystick my entire life for flight sims, so having a yoke, it confuses me because I feel like I'm in the car. I just feel like I'm in Knight Rider. If you're old enough to know Knight Rider, a yoke feels like Knight Rider steering wheel. But it does take, because you're almost steering, and it's like, you know, you're not actually changing your path by doing that. So it does take a bit of time. Let me know if you are flying in FS24 or have you stuck with FS20 or do you not fly at all. Rhino, don't know about Before Christmas, but we've been playing it pretty non-stop this last weekend. She has it scheduled for this week. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Well, tell her I send her lots of love and good luck. She'll smash it. I think we've got a little bit of time to have a look in outside before we get to the landing. I really like, so this aircraft reminds me of when I lived on some of the islands, because the passenger version of this is what they used to use to fly you from island to island. It's really, really good. So it's a little blast to my childhood as well. But yeah, it's not snowy here.
3,050 meters.
Right, okay. Landing lights are on already, I think. Let me have a quick look and see. Yeah, London lights are on. We're actually not doing too bad. We've got still a bit of distance to go yet. As you can see, we've got 42 kilometers to go. Thanks for all your effort. You've done a sterling job. Oh, he hasn't. Or she, sorry. Yeah, sorry, you're a she. Forgot. And now normally this is the opposite way around. So here on the right hand side we have got just a scattering of clouds. On the left hand side where the airport is clear. So my luck in this sim so far has been the opposite, where the right hand side is clear, the left hand side where the airport is has got thunderstorms, snow, rain, you name it, it's got everything. Sometimes you can't even see the runway till you're 500 feet off the deck, so I'd say that's not too bad timing wise. We are still a little bit of distance away, but I'd rather be that than trying to get the aircraft as low as I can as quickly as possible. Looking good so far, anyway. So yeah, decision altitude 2,500, and we're going to do the base leg and final as we get down towards the runway. Or sorry, downwind base and then final. Forgot to actually look to see, because these runways can be strips of gravel or parts of a field, and see, trying to find them when you do have all the cloud and when you have everything else going against you, the last thing you can see is this. So okay, trees there, but it looks like we're clear after that. Relatively long runway, and it looks like we'll be coming off at the end of the runway to taxi into the parking. So that's not too bad. It's a big, huge runway in comparison to what we took off with. In fact, I can. No, that's not the runway. The runway is running left to right. Oh, that might. Is that a runway? Very difficult to see. And this is what I mean. Like, I actually have landed on a road thinking it's a runway before. Not my best moment in life. We're going to fly literally along the edge of the runway, so we should get a good view and able to have a look and see what obstacles we're going to have when we're coming into land. The most exciting part of any flight is the landing. And I certainly add a lot of drama to mine without intending to. Anyway, good evening. If you've just joined me, thank you very much. I am Lantern. I am a simulator streamer, content creator, and yeah, thank you for joining me on this journey. Got an amazing community who stick with me through thick and thin. Are amazing people and support me through totally and fully. So I'm really very blessed. But if you're not following me on Twitch or on TikTok, please hit that follow button. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me, helps the community. If you're on YouTube, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really does help, and again, doesn't cost you anything. If you're on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, then don't forget you get a free Prime sub every month. And yeah, we're just a nice bunch of folk who like to hang out, and I play games badly. It's not always the worst. But yes, we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on TikTok. I saw a Scottish person's TikTok the other day, and they said, "Oh, hi, tickety talk." So every time I go to say TikTok, I almost say tickety talk. It's takes a lot for me not to say it. I don't mind being a little bit to the right of the magenta line. Okay, that's us. While I'll sort out. I thought it was on autopilot or auto throttle. That's what you call it, tickety tockety. Oh man, maybe she stole it from you then. Maybe she's heard the amazing Rhino in the US and thought, huh, I've actually flown to your airport, Rhino. I'm assuming it was the airport near you. Okay, right, I'm gonna go flaps 1 just now. Flaps confirmed. She heard you when you were over there. Yeah, it's just bizarre because it just rolls off the tongue. It's actually easier to say tickety top than it is to say TikTok. Oh, maybe it wasn't then. No, it wasn't a huge airport. It wasn't an international or anything. I'll show you the map if you've got time once I've landed. If not, I can show you another time. I know you're a busy man, you got things to do, work to do. Can somebody ban that lantern mark? Yes, I think Mitchell rings a bell. Is that like a kind of regional airport, or? It's definitely a smaller airport than O'Hare. Right, what now? This is decision. Do I go flaps 5? It's actually quite settled just now. As I get to the downwind leg, I might throw another flap out, if you pardon the expression. Oh, it's Milwaukee. Ah, I see. So probably nowhere near you then. Getting a little bit blustery now, all of a sudden. It's like, oh, Lantern's near an Lantern's near an airport. Let's make sure this is very windy for him. Amazing, like you can see the roads, you can see traffic on the roads. It's just so good, and you can get up close and personal with the traffic if you land on a road when you think it's a runway. Just amazing, it really is. I love the fact this runway looks like it's literally been built in a forest. Like, one thing you do not want is an aircraft mixing with the runway. It does, I can't even see it. I'm at 2,500 feet and I cannot see the runway. That's very worrying. This could go horribly wrong quickly. Hi Neo, hey. How are you, Mrs. Rhino? Now the party can get started.
Seriously, you're telling... Oh no, that's final, so he... Ah, there we go.
There's a runway there. What am I worrying about? So there's a runway there. That's a final. That's where we're going to be coming in. Yeah, it looks bigger on the map than it actually is, but that should be big enough. Surely should be big enough. Right. Let's chuck out another flap. Going to take a little bit more because that's going to be quite a steep bank angle I'm coming in at. You were muted the other day and never heard your response, but what is the watch streak comment about? It's a lot of nonsense and I can't get rid of it. It's in streamer bot and I need to find out where the command, where it's still running. In fact, I don't know if it's under timed messages or something. Oh, give me the update on life. Give me the update on your life, please. Most of these airports don't have like actual ATC, so it's quite good. It means you can actually go wider than the course you're on and nobody actually annoys you about it. Okay, not quite parallel with the runway, but delivering important cargo. No, you can't see. Oh, right, okay. Let me land and then I shall read. Very excited to read this life update. Right, okay. Let's disconnect autopilot. Windy much? Jeez Louise. Look at me trying to do two things at once. the levels of concentration. We're actually crabbing along towards the runway here because the wind, so the wind's blowing from my left to right. Awful high. This thing you actually need to really fly it down to the runway.
Uniform Mike Mike Zulu traffic Cessna Romeo Alpha 57824 is on final runway 14 to land.
300, 200, 100.
Land!
V1, rotate.
Well, not my best, not my worst, I have to say. Done much worse. So the difference is, obviously, I spent a lot of time flying airliners in FS, and so they come down at an angle, so they're always like try and work out what so they come down at an angle where they're kind of just this thing. You need to actually fly it down, like nose down, to actually get it to come into the runway. It's just so floaty. Right, put flaps up, landing lights off. You're digging the music? Oh, nice. Is the sound level okay for the music? It's actually my old streaming playlist from a year and a half ago, and I haven't heard half the songs since then. So I'm like, oh, what was that? That was a banger.
Glad we've arrived.
So am I.
Good morning, it's Murat, the reception officer. Looks like the flight was a bit challenging, Cap. Nothing serious, but it was close call.
It
We're
was a
taking
close
care
call
of
because of
everything
me,
now. I
not
leave you
anyone
to flight
else.
stats.
But that message was from last week. By the way, have you ever played Supermarket Simulator? I don't think so. Rhino was telling me you guys are absolutely, like, binging into it just now. I have not tried Lost But Found yet, no. Maybe some songs you can see him playing it in the corner of your eye. Oh man. Yeah, so I didn't get any bonus because of the crash at the start into the tree that was very close to my wings, so I'm not bitter about it at all. I do need to get that Lost But Found. Is this okay to read out, Neil? Discord decides what it's doing. There we go. Okay, right, so this is Neil's life update, and possibly Rhino as well, so it's a Rhino update. Can't remember what you know or don't know, so I'll list important stuffs, and if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. If you know, you know. So we got our paperwork sent off for your work authorization and your green card in November. You had a biometrics appointment for that, where they take your fingerprints, photo and signature in December. When I got notified that USCIS had your paperwork, it was going to take approximately 17 months to complete your green card application. What the where there was 4 steps: receive app, biometrics app, interview, deciding stage. As of your biometrics app, the tracker now states you do not need an interview, so it's a waiting game. As of yesterday, the wait is approximately 16 months. Oh my god. For your work authorization, it's shown as 2 months, and that had the same stages as a green card minus the interview, so you're at the deciding stage for that. Okay, that's good. Hello Jasperito, how are you? Merry Christmas. It could be quicker, it just depends on how busy the office is and whether I have the necessary documents and evidence submitted. There's a couple of YouTubes that you found at the beginning of all this who is going through the same thing, and they show what they have done and such, and the guy received his work authorization in 2 months and his green card in 3. Oh, that would be amazing. We've been in a similar timeline to him, however ours has been maybe a week sooner, but we'll see. With the paperwork now in the system, you don't need to worry about being kicked from the country, as a visa you entered in expires in December. So basically expires tomorrow, December 31st. Jeez. Is that 6 months since the employment authorization is now sitting at 4 weeks? Ah. Is December the 31st 6 months since you were officially through all the process? That's crazy. Crazy. You went for your driving theory test, which got you your learner's permit. Unfortunately, your UK license doesn't transfer over, but it does mean I don't have to forfeit it and can use it when we're back in the UK. Your test is next week. Oh, Neil. Fingers and everything crossed for you, my friend. That is an amazing update. That's cheered me right up. So it has. Jasperito, you're doing good. How about yourself? I'm doing very good, thank you very much for asking. Absolutely hammered for that stupid crash. So when you step foot in the country or your fiance visa, you had 90 days to get... Oh, it was only 90. Jesus. I don't know what made me think that was 6 months. But your test is now this week. Wow. I don't want to know when, but I'd like to know if it's good news when it happens. Good luck, my friend. I know you're going to smash it. And can we be honest, if Rhino's got a driving license, you know what I'm saying? Love you, Rhino. Love you. Right. He's a very good and very safe driver. I know. I'm only winding him up. Right, we weren't kind of cargo VIP. Kind of missions. Looks like Minecraft, doesn't it? All blotchy. We were out yesterday getting a refresher on parallel parking, and I was using this one random car from about 10 minutes yesterday. Nice. They must have either been so worried or so confused. Oh, sorry Jasper, I missed your message. 3 more days until you hopefully get accepted for your American visa. Oh, my god, my entire community is going to the US. What is going on? Come on, give me a decent...
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here. And we've been
said ambulance.
high. Are we going too far? I got no cash left and I'm losing my job over you. But I don't care about that. But I got
On in the entire world, there's got to be some decent missions. Jasper, you're one interview away, so we hope that goes well. Fingers crossed for you, buddy. You'll absolutely smash it, you'll be fine. I was going to say, ask Neil. Neil went through probably a slightly tighter procedure than you did in terms of interviews and things, but yeah, Neil's been through one. Yeah, but to a certain degree, some of it will be the same. Like, I would say there's probably going to be similar questions in some ways. Obviously, you're not going over there to marry, I hope. Cool. Come on, give me a... Come on. Something. Anything. Is that going to... Oh, that's going to the middle of Spain. Okay, I can take that. Yeah, kind of standard immigration questions, I suppose. And basically that you're not going to do anything bad when you're over there, I would say. Our new industrial partner's load is ready. It's time to run your pre-flight and get it delivered as planned to Linares? Linares? Accept Missione. So if you do get your visa, Jasper, when are you heading to the US to meet up with your ship?
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
And Rhino, how's Annie doing? I saw on Twitter that they've been through a couple of things with Mini Jimmy. Set for the 3rd of February, okay. That's not far away. Jasper, you've done all your exams already. It's only a few courses, then you're done. As in for this term, or you're done completely. Exactly, Neil. As long as you don't look at your internet history, Jasper. Neo, as far as you've seen, they're doing good. Everyone seems to be settling whatever it was that was going on. Yeah, absolutely. Done with school completely, only the 133 days of sailing, then completely done. Oh my god, that must be such a great feeling. Stop. Cool. Stop. Probably going to continue school with a higher level, so that will most likely be another 3 to 4 years. It's, yeah, I mean, the more you can get under your belt, the better. Alright. No, we're not doing 29,000 because we'll all die.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business.
Why do you want me to go right, but you also want me to go left? That's very strange. So that's quite a good. Like, for some reason it wants to go out here, but that's a dead. I wonder if I can delete that actually. So what is Adita? Right, we'll just need to make our own mind up. Right, switch all them off. Keep forgetting to switch them all off when I'm finished. Come on. I've been in this aircraft. sure the rest of the buttons are bound. No, they're not. Interesting. Right. Let's try again, shall we?
Lima Foxtrot Tango, Zulu traffic, the latest Foxtrot. Golf Whiskey Victor Golf is taxiing to runway 06.
Oh, can I get some graphics, please? Thank you. Flight director on. It's a bit laggy. I have been here before, so it should have downloaded the necessary things.
Lima Foxtrot Tango, Zulu traffic, the latest Foxtrot. Golf Whiskey Victor Golf taking off runway 06, departing straight out.
Oh, I've done a firefighting mission from here before. I think we're going to see some beautiful scenery. Right, what do I need? I think that's it. So we're going to... So we're going to... I'm going to take off and turn... do I turn? Well, it doesn't matter if I turn left or right, I'm going to have to clear these hills some way, shape and form. Right, okay.
V1, rotate.
Gear up. Flaps up. I think I might actually circumnavigate this hill. I don't want to try and... Autopilot on. Still getting used to where all the buttons are. Light change, auto throttle, and we want heading. I mean, this thing just like a rocket. Why? Why? Let's see if we can... Beautiful Spanish countryside, eh? How? What?
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. This is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more.
I really don't understand this
Just wanna make it stop.
throttle.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter.
There we go, I think.
It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. We start to get dressed and then we cry.
3,050 meters.
Okay. Landing lights off.
We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one.
Alright, let's skip to the more exciting bit.
Promise I won't forget. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. We start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does.
This is what I mean, it literally puts you above the airport at 20,000 feet. But I just don't understand it. No way I'm going to get down there in time. So, right, let's set up our altitude. Looks a little bit hilly, so go for 3,000. Auto throttle still on. Stick with the heading that we're on just now. We're flying over the top of the airport, but like I say, we're about 18,000 feet too high. Difficult to tell, but it does look... Maybe it's not actually. You can actually zoom in and see what... Yeah, it actually looks quite flat, so go to decision at altitude of 2.5. What I'm going to do is a right turn, come back up and onto the final again. This thing is going pretty well. What's that all in aid of? should. Because I was being stupid, I wasn't behaving. Yeah, so it looks a lot bit more hilly, mountainous. Yeah, definitely round about this area. Right, because we're still quite high, I'm going to go and join the downwind and the base and then the final. We shouldn't be too far from Costa del Sol. I think we're a little bit further. Between the music and the ambience of the plane motor, you're ready to take a nap. Oh dear. If I talk really gently. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep. I think it's me that needs to give you a jump scare. Hold on! I'm supposed to be working! I'll do the inverted commas. Working. It is the 30th of December. Have you got tomorrow off, Rhino, or are you working on New Year's Eve? No half day tomorrow, so not a whole lot of time to tie up the end of year bullshit. Oh man. Do you have plans for New Year's Eve? I don't know, is it a big thing in the US? I know obviously New York and things have the big celebrations. There's a lot of celebrations in Scotland that have been cancelled because of high winds and rain and snow and ice and everything else you can think of. Yeah, seemingly, I mean, I don't know. They're saying that the forecast is quite accurate. Of course, they're going to say that. But yeah, they normally have obviously the celebrations in Edinburgh, so all that's been cancelled. Yeah, that's kind of like us. Like now, you know, I would say mid 40s. I'm a mid 40s now. I'm still closer to 45 than I am 50 at the moment, so yeah, mid 40s is it's kind of like, nah. You know, if you don't have a huge family or you don't have, you know, maybe teenagers or people in their 20s, it's not the same. But now we're going to play Cards Against Humanity and have some drinks and snacks at home watching the ball drop. Nice. You're closer to 45 than 50 also. I would hope so. Oh, and that's why you deal with accounts, my friend. I don't care it looks barren, I mean down there, that's a town? Kind of looks industrial. And then you've got these lakes, would you call them lakes? In Scotland we would call them lochs, but copy. Okay. Landing lights are on. Can't imagine it's more difficult for him to concentrate when all he can probably think about is Rhino Mart. Rhino Mart, brilliant. Oh. And is Rhino Mart quite thriving? Is it a thriving business? You've got me intrigued. It's so good. Oh, stop it. Use influence in the influencer. It is indeed, he is smashing it, to be honest. Nice. You took 4 years of business. I hope I'd be good at the game. That is true. That is very, very true. Okay, gears down.
Captain, we didn't retract the
Oh, shut up, we did. Sort your voice out. To be honest, still a bit high. So what I'll do is I'll extend the downwind. Is that the runway there? What the? A tiny little strip is the runway. Oh shit. Things are wow. That can't be the runway, is it? It's the only thing that resembles a runway. Okay, flaps 30, gear is down, landing lights are on. Right. Autopilot's off. Is it? Oh, I forgot the bloody auto throttle and this thing never switches off. Right, I still can't see the runway. There it is there. Wow, this is like the shortest runway in the world.
Golf Whiskey, Victor Golf 1 miles west 2100. Ford inbound to land runway 10.
Holy shit a doodle. What the hell? Look at the size of this runway! No way. No way can I land on that. Are you just having a laugh? Okay, I'm gonna have to go in with full flaps. Neil, you will warn me that if I do play the game, be prepared to lose a few days. Oh god. I might hold off till January and do some streaming of it. I think it's a kind of streamy kind of game. How on earth are you meant to land on that runway? You get sucked into it so easily. You know how easily I get sucked into things as well. One of your grades was based literally on running the school store. You had to product count, establish higher selling products to reduce store loss, stock, cycle products, close up the register, do a sales count, check finances, debits and credits, schedule employees, other classmates to work during lunches and breaks. It was a great time. We never had anything like that in school in the UK. Or I certainly never, I don't know if Neo did, but for sure law is a lot of fun. Nice. Yeah, he's have sold me on it. If I put Rhineo in as a discount code, do I get something off it? Lol. You start off with essentially a wee corner shop and grow and grow. Oh, you're just... It's like you're dangling a carrot. Yeah, I know. Could you imagine doing that in Scotland? Shop would probably getting robbed every day. Right, I'm gonna have one more go at this runway. I am gonna have to slow this thing right down. Okay, flaps full. Flaps full. Guess I did come in a little bit like a rocket ship. Bit windy. Prepare for a fucking landing. Didn't quite work out the way I thought, but you know. Jeez Louise, how the hell am I getting out of here? Oh. Well, there we go then, another successful. Nice, yeah, that was a terrible landing. Like that, maybe the small Cessna 172 you could maybe have landed, but that was a struggle and a half. Literally, we need a parachute out the back. Anyway, I am going to leave it there for this evening. God, I'm going to get battered for that, am I expect to be on tomorrow night to the run-up of New Year's Eve. To the run-up to New Year's Eve? To the run-up to New Year's Day. Not sure how long I'm going to have on the stream. Yeah, if I don't speak to you, you have an amazing Hogmanay and Slange. So yes, until tomorrow evening, I'll update you in Discord and let you know roughly when I'm going live. I'm saluting because I think you can see my face. You can only see my crotch. So from the crotch cam, good evening. Bye bye.